Welcome everybody to a travel workout. This is gonna be a challenging one today. I don't wanna take up too much time, our 20 minutes. Okay, we're gonna restart that. In 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome everyone to a HIIT 20-minute travel workout. Super excited. We need almost no equipment today. Easy to travel with. We're taking up time talking right now, so let's get right into it. The first thing we're gonna focus on is trying to loosen up some of the tissue in our glute. So we're gonna take our lacrosse ball. We're gonna take a seat on this guy. Like I mentioned earlier, we're only gonna be needing today a resistance band, a doorway attachment, as well as a light or medium mini band. Now we're doing about 45 seconds here per side. We're searching for tender tissue in our glute that's sensitive. When we find a spot, deep breaths, maybe we abduct our leg down to the ground and bring it back up. Maybe we make small circles. If it's so painful you need to disperse your center of gravity, you can lean back onto your elbow to take some weight away. Again, we have to relax the tissue for us to be able to actually get down deeper into it and be effective here with what we're trying to accomplish. Promoting blood flow, increasing fluid dynamics, because we're gonna need this tissue to work today. We got some rotational exercises where our glute's gonna have to fire to stabilize our knee in place. Switch sides. Today, the structure of the workout is we have 4 exercises. We got tough ones too. This is a great one. I'm excited for this one with you guys. 4 exercises we're gonna perform in a row. When we finish performing all 4, we then just repeat the circuit as many times as we can until this 20-minute countdown is done. And again, it's ticking as we speak, so we're trying to be efficient with this. A couple more seconds here. And good. Next up, we're gonna work on a lunged rotation. So from a push-up position, if we're not strong enough here, we can do it from our knees. From a push-up position, one foot comes outside my hand. I reach up, elbow down. You guys know that this is a staple that I do just because we're trying to be efficient with our short amount of time. And there's not many things that warm your hips up quicker, get some thoracic rotation in your upper back. So again, we're gonna be doing some movements today where you're gonna need to be in a position similar to this with your lower body. So I wanna get some awareness into the tissue of the positions we're gonna need to achieve. Deep breaths, reach all the way up, rotate, again, 10 and 10 per side. Super excited for you guys to test this workout out today. I think this is gonna be one of your favorites that we perform. Again, if this is too challenging, you can come to your knees. Finish this out from our knees here. Deep breaths. Trying to keep a rather quick pace here. That way, I keep our heart rate up, get that blood flow going, and we can stay productive. Almost there. And after this, oh, beautiful. Okay, next up, what do we got here? We got lateral walks. So we're gonna step inside this band. I want us to have our feet pointing forward. We're gonna take a large step to the side and we're gonna pull this band apart the best we can. Okay? Big steps, big steps. Trying to stay low with my hips, slight bend of each knee. We're doing this for about 45 seconds per side. Make sure the microphone's on. I got PTSD. I've shot hour-long videos before and the microphone wasn't on, so that'll teach you your lesson. Again, my knee's not collapsing in, I'm pushing it out. My feet aren't turning out to the side, I'm keeping them nice and straight. My hips are burning. And 3, 2, 1, all right. So let's get started. The first thing we're gonna need today is our resistance band. Now we're gonna also be attaching this to the doorway, so if you leave your door anchor on it, it's not a problem. You can take it out of the door, start up. The first thing we're gonna do, tripping on camera wouldn't be good, is gonna be some thrusters. So I'm stepping inside of this guy. I got my hands pulling the band apart, shoulder width. I'm gonna go into a good squat, keep my chest upright, stand, press my arms over my head, deep breath out. We're doing 15 reps. Stand, press overhead. Again, the goal is, we got a short amount of time. We need to work out as much tissue as we can in our body, and we're gonna have to pick movement patterns that move multiple joints through a large range of motion. And I don't know any better exercise than a thruster for full body movement. Some from the side, When I stand, my arms are directly over my head. They're not out in front of me. Again, I curated these exercises all for a specific reason. We'll go through large ranges of motion, build strength in applicable ways. Okay, next up. We're gonna work on some single-legged deadlifting. Now, 2 variations. We're gonna stand on the band. We have some tension here at the top. 2 variations. A single-legged deadlift, we hip hinge, we stand tall, we squeeze our butt. Okay, variation number 1, we're working on balance and stability and working on our hamstring. Number 2, all we do is we reach our foot back, we touch it, our hips come forward. This gives us more balance. But again, I'm thinking of pushing my butt back, getting a big stretch in my hamstring and my glute. Come forward, butt back, 7. Again, 15 per side here. This isn't gonna be the most challenging as far as difficulty. If you wanna make it harder, you can loop the band through, right? Hold it with one hand, create more tension. You can stand around it twice, whatever you wanna do. Now I got a lot more tension, but whatever you guys wanna do to increase the difficulty. 3, I just looped it around both sides of my feet. Again, I'm trying to think of keeping my hips level to the ground, right? As I go down, my hips are level, my back foot is pointed to the floor. Lost my balance. A great way to work on strengthening your hamstring, your glute, working in athletic motion like this where we have to do a lot of balance and stability work. 14, last one, 15, good. And again, I think you guys practicing this with a band is great because even if you don't maintain the most neutral spine, I crisscross them to make a little bit more tension. Even if you guys don't maintain the most neutral of spines, because it's just a band, it's a little less load and the tension's highest at the top. So if you have bad positioning at the bottom, again, there's almost no stimulus there or stress on your lower back. 6, 7. It's important just to keep our heart rate up and keep moving. Keep trying to go through these ranges of motion. Don't bend your knee too much. It's not a squat. Remember, butt back, most important cue. 12, 13, really try to think of kicking that leg up at the same angle as your torso. 15, okay, good. Okay, next up, we're gonna grab the band that we attached in the doorway that should be at about hip height. Now, from here, we're gonna do a rotational press. So with one foot out forward, opposite back behind me, legs kind of straight, I'm gonna rotate in the direction of the band, and I'm gonna turn my torso at the same time that I press. Then I absorb it, I use my core to slow it down from pulling me, I press. We're doing 15 per side. In this bottom position, shoulder blade retracted, not internally rotated, it's pulled back and down. Turn my torso. Now, my back foot is on its toes. This makes this front leg have to do a lot more stability work, as well as my core. Deep breaths, 10. How are we doing on time? A little over 11 minutes. That's what I get for looking at my watch. 13, 2 more. 14 and 15. Whew. Okay, switch sides, rotate toward it, turn, press. Deep breath. Again, this is a great way we can work on pressing strength with minimal equipment, work on keeping our shoulder blade in a good position at the back position, big stretch on our pec. Again, we get to work on thoracic rotation. If you play a rotational sport, golf or tennis, very important for producing power, lowering risk of injury to your lower back. 12, almost there. 13, 14, last one. 15, we're doing 15 of everything. Next, we have a Pallof press. While standing and holding the band now lateral from us, we're gonna slowly press our arms out with enough tension that it's challenging us, it's trying to rotate us, we're resisting it. You should feel this in the sides of your core. Nice and slow. 1 Mississippi pace each direction. We got 15 of these. Deep breaths. Again, my feet are straight, my legs are locked out. I'm not rushing this. I'll give you some from the side view too. 15, good. Okay, now let me have it pulling me on the right. Okay. Again, the goal is how many rounds of this can we get done in a short amount of time? Locked out legs. Tension's not as much here. I just wanted to show you guys a lateral perspective. We want it to be at about chest height. Slow. I press my shoulder blades out. I pinch them when it comes back. Controlling our tempo, deep breaths. Halfway through the workout. Again, we're not working out for much time, so we gotta be super, super efficient. That's why I like, if we're doing this on our phone is away. Most people in the gym now, that is not what's happening. Okay, back to those thrusters. We step in this band, do some squats from the side, squat down, stand, press the band all the way overhead. Like I was saying, most people in the gym, we're not efficient anymore. We do one exercise, we sit on the machine for 2 minutes. It's not the right exercise that's gonna help us build strength and build stability in the joint and muscle and take us through a long range of motion that's replicable of things we're gonna do in life. It's none of that. It's just whatever is easiest that makes the muscle burn. And most people are naive. We think we're being productive. Then we sit there for 2 minutes and rest. We should be doing active recovery. Work on your mobility. Work on your cardiovascular health. Work on small sport-specific movements. If you play a sport, something. There's so much we could be doing. That's one of the main reasons I wanted to start this community and these workouts, because I want people to just be more effective and efficient with their workouts. Good. I'm gonna crisscross this a couple of times, making this more challenging. Okay, good. One more tension. Better. Yeah, I just wanted to create a community where I can share information. People can go through the process of being healthier. How amazing is that? We can share it together. And then I can reinvest into the business more, keep making new workouts, better workouts, getting sponsors and affiliates to give you guys cheaper stuff so you can take care of your health better. That's the goal. So I thank you for being here. And again, I'm picking these movement patterns for a reason. If you keep losing your balance, there's a reason why. Maybe your glute's not firing and your knee is internally rotating, your hip's internally rotating. There's so many things that could be happening. So I want to help you guys over time learn about your body, why you're not able to perform these. And again, if you're really struggling here, you can put your foot back behind you and do split stance deadlifts. Okay? Totally a viable option. Just really work on getting your torso down to the ground and hinging and not turning this into something where you're bending your knee. Deep breaths. Depending on the shoes you guys are wearing too, we want as flat of a shoe as possible with as little support for our foot. That's for 95% of people. Some people, if you're having foot issues, it's kind of like you need a life preserver right now, and that could be a cushioned shoe. Okay, good there. Next, we got our rotational row. Go grab this band. But the shoe you're wearing could be hindering your balance and stability. So barefoot is preferable when performing these workouts. Make your footwork a little bit. 15 total here. Deep breaths. 6. Ooh, catch myself. 7. 8. Again, bottom position, shoulder blade retracted, not internally rotated. So important. Turn that torso every press you make. But Ryan, why are we rotating our chest? I thought we're not supposed to. This is specifically for that, right? We're trying to work on stability and balance. We're trying to absorb the weight with our core. Not everything we do in life is so strict. We're in one position doing something. Usually in life, we're moving, we're rotating, we're reaching. So some of the exercise selection we choose is going to be replicating that. 3. If you had another band out in front of you, we could do the opposites. We could pull and push, right? Rotate, pull, push. And again, nice thing about bands is if you want to make this harder, just walk forward more. Last one, 15. Good, now we got the Pallof Press. Okay, standing, press this out slow. Deep breaths. 15 again. 3. How are we doing? A little over 5 minutes left. Try to get through one more round. And that's the thing, every week I want us to mark down how many rounds of this we got done. We'll try to beat it every week. Maybe you do a harder exercise variation. Maybe more load, more weight, thicker band. Maybe you took a couple rests one week. Now you're stronger, you don't need to. Sorry to give you my backside. I'm gonna do it this way. Again, squeeze my butt and belly, everything's locked out. Again, I pinch my shoulder blades here. I separate them. Deep breaths. And these are meant to be super efficient workouts, so I hope you guys are trying, working as hard as you can within this short amount of time. We're almost done already. You can start your day with this. You could do this if you're working from home, at lunch break. Okay, now we're restarting. Go over some more squat mechanics here. Might not be the best for the camera angle for my arms, but open those hips up when you squat. Don't let those knees collapse in. Open the hips up. When you press overhead, make sure you separate the band, pull the band apart, make it easier on your shoulders. 4, absorb, squat, stand, press. Don't just fall back down in position. Absorb it with your arms, then descend. Squeeze butt and belly. 9, 10. This one's gonna probably get your heart rate up the most out of all of them. 11, which is great, that's why we start with it. 13, we let your heart rate come down and work on more muscular things. 15, good. Okay, I'm gonna make this a lot harder here. I'm gonna try to double up the band when I step on it. Okay. Hinge back. We really need a thicker band here. 3, 15 total. Again, use this for stability. Really push that butt back. Reach your foot like you're kicking something back behind you, trying to tap something really far away. Maintain that neutral spine. Think of digging your big toe into the ground. And pay attention to which direction you keep losing your balance. 3 more. I'll tell you what, this might not be much load, but my hamstrings are feeling it. I feel them lengthening and activating. Good. Okay. Other side. Come on now. Twist this guy around. Okay. Almost done with this workout. A little more than 2 minutes. Probably get through this round and maybe start a little bit more of the next one. Oops. Reset that rep. 8, 9. Once you get into a rhythm, this gets a little easier. 10, just make sure that torso is coming down. You're getting pretty much parallel to the ground with that back leg and that torso angle. Last one. Arms are just relaxed down. I'm not pulling up with my arms. Okay. Another rotational press. Under 2 minutes left. Right foot forward. Okay, rotate back. Again, such a great exercise for balance and stability, as well as getting a little stimulus to your chest and your shoulders here. But not so much that this is gonna make your posture worse. I know it's a little annoying holding the band and it kind of eating up on your arm, but again, depending on the band that you have, how thick it is, you can wrap a towel around it. 14 and 15. Other side. If this snaps and hits me in the back, make for a good blooper reel. Absorb. 6. 40 seconds. We're gonna get through our Pallof and then probably be finishing up here. Almost there, guys. Keep working hard. To the last second. Okay, Pallof press, legs locked out, slow and steady. Now I'm not gonna have time for 15 and 15. 4, so I'm gonna do 8 and 8 to keep this even. 8, we got 12 seconds left. I'm not gonna rush these, even if it takes a few extra seconds. Deep breaths. And 6, 2 more. That was the timer, and 8. Whew. There you have it, guys. Heck of a workout. Again, worked out our entire body. We did some important movement patterns, got the blood pumping, worked on your cardiovascular health, strengthening your different joints from different positions and different muscle groups. So you did so many important things. I'm really proud of you. Thank you for working hard. And again, slowly but surely, we're gonna just build up the volume that you work out in a week and the intensity, and we're gonna get you to where you wanna be, and then just maintain that. This is a lifelong journey. This is not short term just to get us to a goal. We're gonna have to adopt this forever, because then you're gonna move better when you're older. You're gonna have a much better lifestyle when you're later in life. And that's what we need to be thinking about. This is like investing for retirement. We're investing in our retirement and our quality of life as we get older. So again, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. Go enjoy your day, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one.